Unfortunately, Tami missed the Stooge marathon. I am Milton, son of a carpenter, married Dad a carpenter, worked on skyscrapers, Mom Marianne. I am the son of a carpenter, I get to make parables, and this is my Tommy parable series about Tommy, the no-armed Chinese fella. How'd he get to be missing both arms? Of being stupid. His boss Wu gave him a test of loyalty, told him to stick that right arm into a wood chipper. Tommy's always been blindly obedient. He slowly fed that right arm in, and Lefty saw what was going on with a righty, and Lefty, the left arm, jumped off, leaving Tommy with no arms. One was chipped up, the other was wisely jumped off, and you wouldn't think that would be rewarded, but it was a management test, a test of loyalty. He's bossing a whole lot of folks around. He also won his girlfriend's heart at the snake pit. He's always been scaly. He always talks with a harsh lisp. He likes to stick his tongue out a lot. Oh, the Chinese have been doing that for many, many millennia. Sticking their tongue out at everybody else. Now that he's missing both arms, he does a very mean snake dance, and he won Rhea's heart. He slithered his way in between Rhea and whoever she was dancing with at the Snake Pit, Popular Dance Club, go figure, somewhere here in Los Angeles. This particular parable starts on Tommy's weekend. It's actually his and Rhea's weekend, and he plans to spend it watching the Stooge Mega Marathon. And he doesn't want to miss anything, so he's got the couch bed open. It rolls out into a bed, and it starts early in the morning. He's not going to miss a thing. He said, Rhea, make sure you wake me up before you go. So he's got to run a whole lot of errands, go do some shopping. Go buy a vet on the other side of the county so she can adopt a cat. Yeah, Orientals love the cats and the dogs. No, not as pets, as dinner. Ask them. If they're honest, they'll tell you. If not, you know. And unfortunately, you can't buy that stuff. Ground cat or cat chops on at the grocery store, so you either gotta go out and hunt or adopt. And that's what Rhea plans to do, and do a little shop and visit some friends. And she does what Tommy asks. He wakes him up, and he sits up. He says, "Oh, thanks, Rhea," and he goes right back to sleep. Rhea's done her part. She woke him up. But yeah, this goes back to that chipping incident where a righty got chipped up and Lefty had to jump off, and Lefty's always been carrying a grudge about that. So you guessed it, Tommy went back to sleep, and Lefty had that bed kind of fold up with him in it. That's not all he does. He goes over to the computer in Rhea's art studio. She's chipping away at the Tommy DeMilo. Goes over there, gets on the computer, and they're having kind of a church rummage sale somewhere nearby. And so Lefty types away. I've got a used couch for you for the rummage sale. Please come get it. It gives the address. Man, yeah, Tami is a sound sleeper, but somewhere along the line, when the workmen there picked him up and were taking him out to that truck, somewhere along in there, he woke up, and they can't hear anything. He's in the back of the truck, and they take him out of the truck. Nothing over the traffic. Take him out of the truck. It's busy there at the rummage sale. And yes, let me get this. I want to get this done quick because I got other stuff to do. And I promise I'm going to make it as close to 10 minutes as I can get it. Got other things to do. And I always just go on and on. But as, everybody's there making a lot of noise and they can't hear him yelling, "Help, somebody get me out of here." Now Bertha, a rather large lady, with her husband, says, "What do you think of this couch? It looks nice. It goes with the curtains." And she sits right down on Tami. Like I said, rather large lady. And she hears a big owl. And then Tami, like he always does when he gets very, very angry, he can speak English, but he goes into Chinese as he's cussing and screaming. And the husband says, "Bertha, Larry says, "Bertha, I think that's a Chinese couch. It's cussing in Chinese." And yes, by that time, 2:23, Rhea had gotten home with a new addition, not to their, family, to their belly. And she looks around, and not only is Tami missing, the couch is missing too. Remember to check and post in 5, guys. Make that video whatever you get when you don't get me. Very seriously, not one 9/11 Flight 93 check of America's Lifelines in a decade of asking. No certified mail, no non-certified mail in all that time either. We the people must be the reporters. Do that. Make that video whatever you get when you don't get me and post it. It's going to be boring, a phone ringing, an error message, a busy signal. You get to leave a message, I don't get it. You don't show up on this phone's caller ID, call log, or call record. Those hijacking your calls to me are worried enough about it to alter phone records covered up. So you make that video. We the people must be the reporters. Make the video, post the video. You got the timestamp on your phone, you got the number dialed. When you don't show up, I made youtube.com/DNFD series, look for Melton's call log. Of videos, I made one about 3 weeks ago. For the past 2 years, if you've tried to call me with a 9/11 Flight 93 check in that time, yeah, you don't show up on the call records. Make sure you make a video of that mail if you're going to send it to me. Certify it, FedEx, UPS, any private carrier, none of that either. Make that video of whatever you get when you don't get me and post it. And yeah, you hear that siren coming down the street. See how quickly you can make it nice. You got to keep it under a minute if you want to be on Instagram. I think Twitter is also short. But tell everyone, call John Milton Brady, make a video. You got the timestamp on your phone, you got the number dialed. When you don't show up on his call records on your own, I don't know, you have to check. We have phone game because no one should be altering your phone. That's your lifeline, your family's lifeline to the firemen, police, paramedics. See that phone has every child in America's lifeline to the firemen, the police, paramedics. Make a video of being hijacked. Then, oh yeah, come see me. Tell me what you think of our hijacked lifelines. Tell me what you think, what you believe. It's religious censorship, yes, the kind that can place someone named Hussein in the highest office in the world. Not long after, we got attacked by a whole lot of other cowardly Husseins with 9/11. Ask and answer the question: is Barack Hussein Obama a terrorist? Oh, you can say that about Trump if you want, but he's comic relief. After that, placing a man with a Muslim name who reached out to the Muslims and backed off of being Muslim with that name. Isn't Hollywood something? That's the big thing. Trump's the comic relief. Make that video, whatever you get. I don't approve of either one of them. I do approve of truth. Make that video if you hijack call to me. Post it. Whatever you get when you don't get me. Now let me show you the eyes. Medical research being passed by has grown a new pair of eyes. Believe that? Don't believe that. It's up to you. Make that video. You got the timestamp on your phone. You got the number dialed. There's fact. You don't show up on the caller ID, the call log, the call records. Yeah, that's phone gate. That's, folks, I guarantee you, if your phone's not allowed to work when you need the firemen, the police, paramedics, it's going to be just as newsworthy as me asking for a 9/11 Flight 93 check of America's Lifeline. It's not getting one in a decade. It's going to be that newsworthy, so we the people must be the reporters now. Do that. There's the old eye from about 9 years ago, and back in Louisiana. I moved out here about 11 years ago. Much browner than that even. You can see a little bit of lighter color there. And here, the bluer eyes growing in through and around. Smaller, browner eyes. Slowly but surely disappearing. I'll show you what they look like right now with my flashlight. Yeah, doctors I've got. I can't talk about doctors I've got, doctors I've had. Can't talk about the eyes growing anew. They can't talk about America's High-Tech Lifelines either, but I don't bring that up. Make that video of whatever you get when you don't get me. And if you're a doctor, knows what's going on with those eyes, can tell me what will accelerate the process aside from taking vitamins. Past year about, I've been taking vitamins, and it's hopefully catch the light a whole lot better. And as you saw, that kind of a brownish circle disappearing, if not gone. Make that video of your religious censorship when you can't call me up to tell me what you believe or ask what I mean by Jesus' immaculate house here on earth. Make that video, post that video. Come tell me in person what you believe. Tell me what you think of my plans to build Jesus' immaculate house. Opportunity house. If you're not to Jesus, that's okay. There will be a test at the end of it. Tell me what that place needs to inspire other than truth. And yes, make that video of truth right now. It fixes your lifeline. I'm going to end it before 15 minutes. Come see me in person and tell me what you think of my Tommys. No comments on the Tommys. No comments on the Soacam rumor. Oh, check around the eyes, guys. The rumor that Hussein, is Osama's son. Oh, look around the eyes and don't be a hater. I hate that. They're mixing things up all over the place, guys. Don't be a hater. No comments about that Soacam rumor. No 9/11 Flight 93 checks in a decade. That answers that question that Jesus has about Barack Hussein Obama. For me, Answer it for yourself. Come see me. Have Whitwell Traverse Home the perfect place to build. Jesus' Immaculate House. Best people to start building with. You see someone besides me and my changing eyes and Los Angeles here. And that bus. In my imagery, we have started to build. Be a part of that today.